everyone, I'm Allie, co-founder of Potomac Beads. It's that time of the year again to start thinking about sweaters and scarves, hot chocolate, and pumpkins. We're going to do these pumpkin earrings to get a little decorative for the season. Gather up your supplies and join me in making these cute little pair of earrings. So we're going to begin with the bottom of our pumpkin or our gourd, and what we are going to do is grab onto 6 of our SuperDuos in this gold pearl shine orange. So any color orange will work. I have a size 10 beading needle and some .006 wildfire beading thread, and I'm using a green color. Now you can make a variety of colors of your SuperDuos and really have fun with the colors that are there. What I'm going to do now is, just with a little tiny bit of thread left, bring those 6 beads down to the bottom of the thread and simply tie them in a knot. This again is going to be the bottom of our pumpkin. From here, I want you to take your needle and thread through the next SuperDuo in line, and we're going to do what's called a step up. We are going to step up from the first hole of the SuperDuo that our thread is coming out of to the second hole of the SuperDuo. We're now going to sew through hole number 2 of this first 6 SuperDuos. Between there, add 1 SuperDuo and sew through the next SuperDuo already in line. Add a new SuperDuo and sew through the next one in line. We're repeating this 6 times, going through and getting a whole nother row of our SuperDuo beads in. Once you have your 6th bead ready to go on, you are going to sew through the SuperDuo that your thread was coming out of, as well as the first SuperDuo that you put on in the second row of the duos. Give a nice tight pull, which is already going to start to cup it into that pumpkin shape. Step up from the first hole of this second round of SuperDuos to the second hole of that same bead. This exposes a little tiny bit of that green thread on the outer edge, but it doesn't matter because you won't see it by the time the pumpkins take their shape. Now we get to have the fun of adding 2 beads in place in between our second row of our SuperDuos. So as we go around and connect to the second hole, we are going to add 2 SuperDuos onto our needle and then sew through the previous one already there. Add 2 more, sew through the second hole of the SuperDuo from round number 2. Adding in here, you can double your count so you know you're going from adding 6 beads to adding 12 beads. If you have trouble with this and want to really know when to do that step up, you can pre-put your beads into piles of 6, 6, and then 12. Once you put your last 2 on, you're going to again sew back through that first bead that your thread was coming out of, as well as through the first 2 beads that you put on in this third row of SuperDuos. Give a nice tight little pull, making sure that you don't see any extra thread exposed, which again will kind of get me more of that gourd and pumpkin shape in that dome. For our 4th step in our 4th row, we are going to step up from that second SuperDuo from the bottom hole or the first hole to the second hole. This time as we go around our SuperDuos, and you'll notice that I always pull tight after I do a step up, we're going to add 1 more SuperDuo in between each one of the SuperDuos from round number 3. As we go in round 4, that's going to add 12 more of our SuperDuos to our pumpkin shape. So you've got 3 in now, and you're going to continue catching on to the second hole of all the SuperDuos from step number 3. This again adds in 12 new SuperDuos to connect to. After we do this, row number 5 is going to go back to a 6 count. So keep going all the way around here. And I have approximately 4 feet of thread on my needle. This will be enough to do both earrings. Or you can do it as a pendant if you prefer. Going around here, I have 2 more beads to add in, which again will get me that 12 bead count. If you have problems with this, again, lay those beads into piles so you know when to step up. I'm going to take my thread through that first bead that my thread was coming out of in row number 3, going through the first bead from row number 4 that I just added through that first hole, and then we're going to step up into the second hole of that bead there. Give it a nice tight pull, and that is going to close off our 4th row of our SuperDuo beads. As you can see here right now, cute idea also, if you want to make a little Christmas bell, you can stop at this point or add another row of 12 on. So we're downgrading now as we add our 5th row of our SuperDuos. Your thread is coming out through that first SuperDuo from row number 4, and we're going to sew through the second SuperDuo without adding any extra beads. Add in 1 SuperDuo, new one, sew through 2 SuperDuos from the row before. What this is going to do is add 6 SuperDuos instead of 12. Add a SuperDuo, sew through 2 SuperDuos from the previous row. Add 1, sew through 2. And again, I have these out in a pile of 6, so I can keep track and look and make sure I'm doing it correctly. And know when to step up and down. There we go. 1 more on, sew through 2. 1 more on, sew through 2. 1 more on, and sew through those original 2, as well as again through the first bead put on in this row. At this point, I want you to give a nice tight pull. Bend these SuperDuos from this previous row in towards one another and kind of bend the whole thing almost into like an acorn shape. Give it a nice tight pull and get rid of any extra thread that may be showing. From here, you're going to step up from that bottom hole to the top hole of that bead that your thread was coming out of. We're going to repeat one more time our count of 6 in between each of these 6 beads that we just added. So your thread's coming out through that second hole, add 1 more bead, and so on. This time you're adding 1 bead, which is going to be 6 more beads total in this row, through the 6 beads that you just added in the previous row. Adding them in them. 1 more gets added, and you sew through. Finishing up, I get the last one in, and make sure again that I'm sewing back through the bead my thread was coming out of, as well as the first hole of that bead that I just added in this last row. Give it a nice little tight pull, and you are going to sew through the top of that same bead that your thread is coming out of. Last but not least, we are going to sew through the second hole of all of this last row of our beads. So we're going through all of these beads here to get the top of our pumpkin gourd. So you're not putting any extra beads in. You can see I have the thread showing that it's not super tight pulled yet. I'm going back through that first bead, and then you can see right away as I start to pull, it's closing up that pumpkin into a nice little pumpkin shape. From here, I'm going to sew around this top, and I'm going to add in my seed beads, which are going to look a little bit like ivy growing around the actual top, and my actual kind of greenery around the top of my pumpkin. So going through the top here, I did the first one so you could kind of see what it looks like, but you're going to add onto your thread and needle 4 of your 15-0 seed beads, and I have mine in the transparent green AB 15-0. You're going to then sew back through bead number 1 and on through this next SuperDuo, that same top hole. This is going to look like my little leaves kind of sitting around the top of the pumpkin. You're repeating this again 6 times, adding 4 seed beads. Sewing back through that first seed bead. Now there's no right and wrong to this. You can add more, you can add less, you can do 11 O's. It's up to you what you want the top of your pumpkin to look like. Adding in 4, and then going back through that first one and on through the next bead. If you want to, you can also check out some of the other pumpkin videos that we've done, and you can use wire to make little curly cues if you want to. Here's 4 more. And even you can sew into the other holes of the SuperDuos to get more of that vine. 4 more go on. So back through bead number 1 and back through that first SuperDuo and out. That gets the top of my pumpkin here and has little leaves that are sitting around the top. And now what I'm going to do is go in and put on 3 more of my 15s, go up through one of my 6mm Potomac crystals, and this is in the topaz, smoky topaz color. I'm going to put on my wire guard, and this is going to look like the stem of the pumpkin. The wire guard I'm using is the antique brass. So back down through the second side of that antique brass wire guard. Pull nice and tight, and sew back through that 6mm round bead. If you want to with the wire guard, what you can do is give a little pinch to the end of the wire guard here. You'll see that what it does then is bring those 2 ends together closer. Pull that nice and tight so it's getting down right on the bottom of the pumpkin. Add in 3 more of your 15-0s, or 2 11s if you're using 11s. And you're going to go to the SuperDuo bead that sits opposite the one that your thread is coming out of. So I'm going straight across to the one that sits opposite and sew through from the right to the left. This one's coming out the left side. It's going to add just a couple seed beads there right along the top, pulling it down nice and tight close to the bottom of that little pumpkin. Coming out here again, add some more greenery around the top, 3 more beads. Go back into that same 6/0 bead, or 6mm bead rather. And you can forget the 6mm bead if you want. You don't have to put them on. Back up through the wire guard, reinforcing that top of the pumpkin. Down through the other side of the wire guard, and then also down through that 6mm bead. If you want more greenery on yours, you can actually change to a green crystal as well, or 4mm if you want to sit closer. Coming out of that 6mm bead then, go ahead and add 3 more of your beads. Go back into that same SuperDuo, this time from the right to the left that your thread was coming out of when you started adding the 6mm bead. There you have the end of your little pumpkin gourd earrings. At this point here, you can sew down in the project. You can tie off your threads if you want to, back to the base, which is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to sew back through the project, reinforcing it just a little bit, sewing back, alternating through my SuperDuos, and basically downgrading. You can see I sew through 2 at a time, which allows me to downgrade from one hole to the other. And then once I get the 2 thread ends together at the bottom, I will be able to tie my thread end knots together. Keep in mind, if you want to do strawberries, this is really cute for strawberries as well. Just change it to a little bit of a red bead or a magic wine. You can make them look like apples or pears. It's kind of an all-you-can-eat buffet of fruit and vegetable that are in this nice gourd shape. Again here, I'm going to sew around through these bottom base of beads. And I know I sew quickly, but literally you're just kind of following along the bead, getting the thread back down to the baseline here. If you don't want to do all the work at the top for the wire guard, you can also put a little green bead at the bottom and run a head pin through your pumpkin or your strawberry, or your lemon or your lime. Give it a little tight knot. And then burn down your thread edges. So simple, so easy, so festive to get little pumpkins and gourds for this holiday season. Again, if you want to, and you do it with a head pin, you can use the extra wire to do a little coiling for more vines along your pumpkin patch. And you can make these little charms to hang down and really have fun with this design. If you want to make them an earring, all you have to do now is put them on ear wires, and they are ready to wear. Again, thanks so much for watching this super pumpkin earring. Remember, if you do want to make a pairing, you need supplies. Check out the links below me to purchase online from us at PotomacBeads.com as well as PotomacBeads.eu. You can also like and comment as well as subscribe to this YouTube channel. You can also share this video with somebody else that loves fall and loves the pumpkin theme. As always, thanks so much for watching and enjoy your little super pumpkin earrings.